Hello, my friends. Let's get real for a moment. Depression doesn't always look like what you see in the movies. For first responders, it rarely shows up as laying in bed all day or openly crying. Instead, it hides in plain sight. In your work, in your relationships, and sometimes even in your silence. Today, I want to unpack what depression can actually look like for first responders, why it's so often missed, and what you can do to recognize the signs in yourself or in a teammate. Here's the truth. Depression often disguises itself as irritability, anger, or emotional numbness. You snap at your family for small things. You bury yourself in overtime or side projects so you don't have to sit still. Or you start feeling detached, like nothing really matters anymore. These aren't always recognized as depression because on the outside, you're still showing up. You're still showing up to work, still wearing the uniform, still doing the job. But inside, you're running on empty. First responders were trained to function under pressure. That means we get really good at hiding pain. We call it just stress or burnout, or we joke about being tired. But what's really happening is your nervous system is carrying too much weight. The consistent exposure to trauma, the shift work, the pressure to stay strong, it wires your brain to stay in survival mode. And when survival mode never turns off, depression becomes the silent passenger. That's why it's not just missed by family members or coworkers. It's often missed by you too. If any of this sounds familiar, here's the good news. Noticing the signs is the first step. First, acknowledge it. Say, you know what? Something's a little off. It's not weakness. This is tactical awareness. Second, talk to somebody. That could be a peer support, a counselor, or even a trusted teammate who gets it. And third, start small. You don't have to fix everything overnight. Even adding one daily reset like a 5-minute walk, journaling, or tactical breathing can break that cycle and give your brain some relief. I remember a season when I was showing up to work, doing my job, and nobody would have guessed I was struggling. I wasn't crying or falling apart. I was short-tempered, shutting people out, and honestly, I just didn't care anymore. It wasn't until a teammate asked, my partner, are you actually okay? That I realized I wasn't. That moment pushed me to reach out for help, and it changed everything. Sometimes the signs are just hiding right in plain sight. But once you see them, you can do something about it. So here's what I want you to do today. Grab a piece of paper and write down 3 behaviors you've noticed yourself recently. That could be warning signs. Maybe it's snapping at your kids. Maybe it's avoiding your friends. Maybe it's losing interest in things that you used to really enjoy. Just write them down. No judgment. Awareness is the first step to change. And my friends, if this video hit home, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with another first responder who might actually be silently carrying the same weight. You're not weak. You're broken. And you're definitely not alone. Make sure you check out the next video in this series where I'm going to walk you through the tactical stress and depression reset plan, where you can start using it right away. So until next time, my friends, stay safe, stay resilient, and keep moving forward.